Hey guys, this is Sticks. How you guys doing? Welcome to my special extended edition of Out and About, one that I've been meaning to do for some time now. That it's taken me so long to put it together because it's actually one of my longest videos I've ever done. Today, actually, I'm over here at Pixar Pier, which is a new section added to Disney's California Adventure, dedicated to the Pixar movies. Now, I'm gonna have a special video for that, for everybody to see later on. But right now, what I wanted to do is give you guys a chance to see our trip that we took a few months ago. Back in February, myself, my lovely wife Alice, and my best friend Colleen all had a chance to head out to Walt Disney World in Florida to see it for the first time. And I had not been there in 30 years, so it was a big change for all of us to see. It took so much time to film as much as I could for everybody to really get a look and see what we were doing there. I want to give a special shout out to both Alice, my wife Alice, who actually put up with me with all the craziness that I've done, and to my best friend Colleen, who I love wholeheartedly. But both these women put through a lot of effort to deal with me while we were there at Disney World. And for them, I want to give a big old thank you that I love them both wholeheartedly. I also want to give everybody a chance to see that we also took Amora with us there to see for ourselves what it was all about. And she had a chance to actually experience Disney World for everything it was. So we want people to see that and, you know, and to see her, to experience her. And we think it actually had a great time. So what we're going to do is we're going to give everybody a chance to really see what it was out over there. And we're going to start with day one. Today, my friends and my wife and I are actually coming down to see this big overgrown golf ball back here. It's going to be interesting to play. We're going to see a giant play golf ball. No, we're actually at Epcot Center here at Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom. I've been here 30 years ago. It's totally different now than what it used to be. So we're here to check out and see what it's all about. And you guys come check it out with us. Let's go take a look. The word Epcot is an acronym for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. Originally conceived by Walt Disney back in the 1960s, the idea was to show a community or town that would grow with new ideas and technologies as the world moved forward with imagination and ingenuity. Eventually, the park was reimagined by combining a theme park with new and creative technological innovations, along with an ongoing permanent World's Fair bringing international culture together for everyone to see and enjoy. This was both Alice and Colleen's first time being here, so it was very exciting for them to see firsthand what this place was all about. Because of the park hours, we only had a short day to see all that we could, so we made the best of it. And one of the attractions we were able to see is a simulator ride called Mission Space. A tribute to the men and women who ventured into space, this ride takes visitors on a fantastic trip to the planet Mars. Before we blasted off, we had the opportunity to look over a replica of Earth's moon. Here it showed the location of every manned and unmanned mission we took up there up until the late 1970s. It was really incredible to see what we could accomplish back then. I have to warn you though that the ride was really intense. It caught us completely off guard, so it's a good thing it only lasted for a few minutes. The girls had to rest for a few minutes just to catch their breath. So after landing on solid ground, we spent the rest of the day going around the second half of the park called the World Showcase. It's a large lake surrounded by unique settings, each representing a different country from around the world. And what most people don't know is that the cast members who are working in these locations are actually from those countries. It's one of the most true immersive experiences you'll have while visiting Epcot. As we're walking around the World Showcase, the very first thing we see offhand is in Mexico. Of course, still Disney-ish in every way, but the cool thing about it is that it's actually here and you can actually walk up and see it. Can't climb it, but you can see it at least. It was funny to me how much I recognized so many cultural symbols. Of course, they were advertising the movie Coco here, so we saw so many references to the Day of the Dead, or Días de los Muertos, a Mexican festive holiday where we remember and celebrate the lives of those who have passed on. During the week we were there, a group of artists were creating spirit guides based on the movie. The idea is that different spirit animals help guide us through life. Which one is your spirit animal? That's the way it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be your spirit animal. But if you feel one that you want another spirit animal, that's fine. Next, we made a quick stop in Norway, built here to look like a real Norwegian village. Its original construction was co-funded by the Norwegian government back in the 1980s in the hope that it would help build their tourist industry. The attention to detail is almost unreal, right down to the wooden troll. I have a friend who actually lives in Norway, so I sent him these images to hear what he thinks. He said Disney really does their homework. Our next stop was in China. This was such a beautiful location. The most prominent place here is a replica of the Temple of Heaven, a religious structure where many ceremonies are held back in China. You had to stop what you were doing to take it all in. And it was a place that Amora really fitted into. We spent some time in their Circle Vision Theater before doing some shopping. It was surprising how inexpensive everything was inside. More so since we got a discount. The coolest thing, I'm actually finding all these shirts here, these old guy shirts. And the funny thing is, they're actually inexpensive. The price tags are like, not that bad. I can afford this stuff. Oh, shoot. I didn't bring my big enough wallet with me. They got tons of guys' clothing here. Little Morris is already dressed for the occasion. Anyway, they got a handful of like great clothing for men, but that's like a great clothing for women also. Take a look at some of these outfits. There's some of this incredible stuff here. Miku has that outfit. Amora has that one. Then we got the outfits for the kids too. All different sizes, different shapes, for different regions that people would actually go for. But since it's mostly for tourists, of course, they're good. They got shoes and boots here. It's just incredible stuff. Oh my God, this is great. See, that's when you come into these stores and really take a look around because you're not gonna find this anywhere else. And take that, Walmart. Oh yeah, and purses too. These are purses. Look at this purse right here. This little decorative purse, little found bag. Look how much it costs. $35. Where are you gonna find that anywhere else? Like this? Yeah, nowhere. That's where it is. Yeah, how it is. That's Coca-Cola in Korea. Then it was off to Germany, into a recreation of a Bavarian town of Rothenburg ob der Tauber, where we entered the town square, or what they call Die Stadtplatz. This was really great to see. I had no idea towns like this really existed. They had so many German goods for sale that it really took us by surprise. And since Colleen has a German heritage, she was very happy to be there. Although she hates taking pictures, I was able to get a smile out of her. And a little FYI, Germany was once called Hesse-Kassel. And most people don't know that the story of Snow White originated in Hesse-Kassel by the Brothers Grimm. It's funny how you really need to pay attention to everything here, otherwise you'll miss even the smallest thing around here. Get it? Small things? Because they're small, right? You don't get it. We then came across Venice, Italy, where they have a great recreation of St. Mark's Campanile. I do admit, however, I know very little about this country. But if what I'm seeing here is just a taste of what I'm missing, then I definitely need to go visit there someday. Then we arrived in America. But I really don't think you want me to give you a history lesson about something you already know about. So let's move on, shall we? Now, the one place I really wish I knew more about is Japan. This was an incredible place to see, with the Japanese pagoda out front. Everywhere I turned, I felt like I never wanted to leave. The atmosphere was just so beautiful that you'd have to come and experience it for yourself. So we did a little shopping for my niece Isabella and moved on. Yeah. That's all Miyazaki stuff. Cool. Then we came to Morocco. Even though it was getting dark, it was a beautiful locale. King Hassan II of Morocco even sent artisans to help with the design of the structures. While walking around, we feel like we're walking through a real Persian bazaar or marketplace. And the ladies even had a chance to meet Jasmine. What a lovely trio. Hurry. I know, I'm bad. Unfortunately, we were running out of time to stay, so we made a quick pass through France. City of Light, City of Majesty, City of too much things is French that I can't pronounce. Then we made our way to the UK, the home of Peter Pan and Doctor Who. Although we didn't see a TARDIS, it was still pretty cool. Hey look, there's the TARDIS. Good old fish and chips. Oh, I love fish and chips. I love the fish and chips. Where's the TARDIS? No. I want to see the TARDIS. Where's the TARDIS? Yeah, that's not the TARDIS. That's the phone, but that's not the TARDIS. It's the British, the BBC, yeah. But we're in England and the TARDIS isn't here. What's going on? I want to see the TARDIS. I know, Disney didn't buy the TARDIS. Why not? Oh, what's the TARDIS? Oh, look, Alice, look. Yeah, I was just taking a look at that. That's really nice. Then we arrived in, Canada. But unfortunately, we were short on time, so we really couldn't see much. But it was pretty cool. So as the night came to an end, they had a light and fireworks show over the water for all to see. It was such a cool night. Well, it's getting late out here, so we're waiting now to see a show that's going to take place on the big old lake around here around the World Showcase. So far, we had a great time so far. We did a lot of shopping that we're probably going to regret later on. But you know the truth, Epcot is actually a very interesting educational place that you really have to see. You really come down to see it for yourself. So in the meantime, I got me and Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I love them both. We're going to be here to enjoy our shows, but in the meantime, we're going to let you guys see what else is going on here over the next couple of days. But Epcot is something you guys really got to check out for yourselves. So I would say, if you guys have a chance to come down here, come on down. One of the cool things about going over to Epcot Center is that it's very educational for people who've never been to that part of the world and see other things, what's going on over there. You really have to go over there to experience it for yourself. It's a unique place to really see, and I really think if you really go over there and immerse yourself in there and the time it takes to really see everything you can, you will have a great time. It's more educational than it is more of any kind of rides that they have there. So you have to be prepared for just to learn something while you're hanging around. So I think you guys will have a good time if you go check it out. We did, and I think we'll go back again real soon.